There's a version of you that walks into a room and people notice. Not because of designer clothes or perfect bone structure, just because something about the way you carry yourself, the way your skin looks, the way your eyes are alive, it pulls attention without trying. And then there's the version of you that's been running on 4 hours of sleep, slouching over a phone screen at 2 in the morning, stress written all over your face, wondering why you feel invisible, even in a crowd. The uncomfortable truth is this: most people assume attractiveness is something you either have or you don't, like it was decided before you were born. But what if the biggest thing shaping how you look and how you're perceived has nothing to do with genetics, and everything to do with what you do every single day? Because here's what nobody really talks about. You can spend money on skincare routines and workout programs and expensive haircuts and still walk around looking exhausted, tight, drained. Or you can fix 7 very specific habits you probably don't even realize are quietly working against you, and start looking more alive without changing a single physical feature. By the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what's eroding your energy and your appearance right now. And more importantly, you're going to have something you can actually use starting tonight. Not a theory. A real shift. So let me ask you something first. When was the last time you looked in the mirror and felt genuinely good about what you saw? Not performed confidence. Not forced positivity. Just honest, calm satisfaction. If you have to think about it for more than a second, that's already telling you something. The first habit that's silently destroying how you look is chronic sleep deprivation. And I don't mean dramatic 0 sleep nights. I mean consistently getting 6 hours instead of 8. 5 instead of 7. At the kind of sleep debt that builds slowly until it just becomes your normal. Here's what's actually happening to your face. When you sleep, your body goes into repair mode, rebuilding skin cells, producing collagen, reducing inflammation. Cut that process short, and the result shows up fast. Puffiness under the eyes, dull skin tone, lines that look deeper than they should. Your body wears its exhaustion on the outside, and it goes deeper than appearance. Chronic sleep deprivation elevates cortisol, your primary stress hormone. Cortisol breaks down collagen over time, so every night you shortchange yourself, you are physically accelerating how fast your face ages. Not metaphorically. Biologically. The fix isn't a rigid optimization protocol. It's simpler and harder at the same time. Protect your sleep like it's a non-negotiable appointment with the best version of yourself, because it is. The second habit is posture, and I know this sounds like something your grandmother told you. But hear this out. Because posture changes how people perceive you more immediately than almost anything else you could do today. Think about 2 people who are physically identical. Same height, same face, same clothes. One walks with their chest slightly forward, shoulders relaxed and back, head level. The other is hunched, shoulders forward, chin jutting toward a screen. Who looks more attractive? Who looks more present? More like someone worth knowing? You already know the answer. Posture isn't just visual. It affects your breathing, which affects your energy. It affects how much space you take up in a room, which affects how others respond to you. And over time, chronic forward head posture physically reshapes your neck and upper back. You are sculpting your appearance with how you hold yourself every single day. You don't need a gym for this. You need awareness. The simplest version of that awareness starts right now. Roll your shoulders back, lift your sternum slightly. Bring your chin in. Notice how different you feel. That's not a trick. That's your actual default state, reclaimed. Here's something I want you to drop in the comments. Do you think most people are even aware of their posture day to day? Because this is one of the most underrated things affecting how we're perceived, and almost nobody takes it seriously. The third habit is chronic stress, and the way it maps directly onto your face. Stress isn't just psychological, it's physical. When you're in a constant low-level state of stress, your body holds it. Jaw tension, furrowed brow, tight shoulders, compressed expression. People read that tension before they consciously register anything else about you. Over time, elevated stress hormones worsen inflammation, accelerate acne, and deepen lines around the brows and mouth. The question isn't whether you have stress. Everyone does. The question is whether your nervous system ever actually gets to rest. Most people's honest answer is no. Stressed at work, stressed in traffic, stressed scrolling through other people's lives at night. No true off switch. You don't need to eliminate stress. What you need is a consistent recovery window every day, even 15 minutes of deliberate stillness. A walk without headphones, sitting with coffee without opening your phone. That quiet is not laziness. It is maintenance. Your face will show the difference within days. If what you're hearing is landing for you, if you're recognizing your own patterns in this. Subscribe. This is exactly what I come back to. The quiet, overlooked systems that shape how you feel and how you show up. No noise, no hustle performance, just what actually works. The fourth habit is neglecting your skin. And this is not about expensive routines or beauty standards. It's about basic maintenance most people are skipping. Not because they don't care, but because they don't realize how simple the baseline actually is. Your skin is your largest organ. It tells the story of how you're treating yourself. Sunscreen every morning. Not just at the beach, every single morning, is the most evidence-backed thing you can do to slow premature aging. Moisturizer on damp skin takes 30 seconds and changes your skin's texture within weeks. Washing your face at night removes the pollution, oil, and residue that accumulate all day and quietly break down your skin while you sleep. That's it. Not 10 steps. 3. The rest is optional. But those 3 are the baseline that separates skin that looks alive from skin that looks depleted. The 5th habit is the one most people resist hearing. Negative self-talk, and the way it physically changes your energy. This is not a self-love lecture. This is about the very real way your internal narrative shows up in how you move, hold yourself, and engage with the world. When you spend significant mental energy criticizing yourself, your body, your face, your choices, your nervous system registers that as threat. It responds by pulling your energy inward, closing your posture slightly, flattening your expression, dimming your presence. Other people feel it even when they can't name it. There is a quality to someone who is at war with themselves that registers as low-level tension in a room. You're not broken. You're not behind. You're not failing some invisible standard. The moment you stop treating yourself like a problem to be solved and start treating yourself like someone worth taking care of, something in your face, your posture, your energy shifts. People notice before you can explain why. The 6th habit is poor nutrition. The food you eat most consistently shows up on your face. Excess sugar and ultra-processed foods drive inflammation, worsen acne, and accelerate skin aging. Acai, chronic dehydration produces dull, loose, tired-looking skin almost immediately. Insufficient protein means your body doesn't have the raw materials to repair and rebuild skin at a cellular level. You don't have to eat perfectly. But if your daily baseline is processed, sugary, underhydrated, your skin will show it. No topical product fully compensates for what you're putting into your body 3 times a day. The simplest move? Add water before you add anything else. 2 or 3 extra glasses a day is a change you can feel and see within a week. The 7th habit, and in some ways the most urgent one right now, is screen dependency. Specifically, the way constant screen use is quietly dismantling your sleep, your posture, your attention span, and your attractiveness. We already covered sleep and posture. But there's a 3rd dimension that gets almost no attention: the way screens reshape your self-perception. When you spend hours scrolling through algorithmically curated images of idealized faces and bodies, your brain recalibrates what normal looks like. You start comparing your unfiltered reality to someone else's constructed performance, and you will always lose that comparison because the contest is rigged. That comparison doesn't stay in your head. It becomes part of how you see yourself in the mirror. And that internal image shapes everything. How you carry yourself, how you engage with people, how alive your energy feels in a room. The fix is not deleting all your apps. The fix is intentional limits. No screens for the first 30 minutes of your morning. No screens for the last hour before sleep. Deliberate breaks in the middle of the day where you look up and exist in the actual world. Those limits feel small. Their compounded effect is not. So let's come back to where we started, the version of you that walks into a room and pulls attention. That version is not built on genetics you don't have, or a life you haven't lived yet. It's built on sleep that repairs you, a body held with intention, a nervous system that gets to rest, skin treated like it matters, a mind no longer at war with the face in the mirror, fuel that supports you, and a relationship with your screens that you control. None of this is dramatic. None of it requires a transformation starting Monday. All of it starts tonight, with one choice made differently than you made it yesterday. And the strange thing is, when you start taking care of yourself this way, the people around you notice before you do. Not because you changed what you look like, because you changed how you inhabit yourself. That's the kind of attractive no filter can replicate. And no one can take it from you.